seem as though it will be a salty week. Do you accept?
With my full self.
Come now.
I know, but come where? Rubbish. When you cheap for HOH, I stress you. You're not going to pick me for challenger today. Nonsense. Make I come and chill. Rubbish.
One of my followers has been ranting on the fact that Sultana does not deserve this win, and I don't know why. If you want to be angry at those that defaulted the rule of the game. And this same person is asking me to show where Mide and Koyin defaulted by supporting their stack with their hands. And I'm going to do this at the end of this video. At the end, I'll attach videos of both places. This same person is also saying that Big Brother could have just stick to the rule of playing another game after this one. That is having another housemate qualify, maybe Koyin or Mide, one of the two players qualify regardless of faulting the rules. They could have just stick to what they said, that there will be a final round. Now, this is Big Brother's house. This is Big Brother's game and his rules. Anything can happen. You remember the week Faith won Most Influential Housemate and still entered into the arena and won the HOH, and the housemates were angry that knowing that he already has immunity, he could have just sit that out. And I was telling you guys that, how are you sure that week Most Influential will come with immunity? In this house, nothing is certain. Just give your best at all time. Even Thelma Lawson, last week during the HOH Challenger, she said that a lot of people that defaulted made it to the next round. And that one thing that confuses her about this house is that sometimes you will want to stick to the rules, and at the end of the day, people that defaulted moved fast, will even make it to the next round. And sometimes you said, okay, let me default, let me do like others. You will default, and Big Brother will say, oh, you defaulted, you're out of the game. That most times you don't even know what Biggie wants. And she's not the only one that complained about it. Other housemates as well has complained about these things, okay? So please, about this house, especially I'm talking to this person that in fact, this person wrote how many comments saying, oh, Sultana, she can't, this person said they can't, I don't know whether it's a he or she, can't celebrate Sultana. That is not a just win. Please, Sultana, stick to the rule of the game, okay? And saying that Biggie could have another round is their house now how they want them. And for Koyin defaulted so many times. This is not me making reason or why Biggie shouldn't have another round, okay? We're just facing the reality of things. It's his house, it's his game, his rule. Talking about defaulting, this was Koyin when one of his block fell down. Remember, the rule said if your block fall down, you hang your rope immediately and proceed to pick the block. But here is Koyin trying to know if he will use one of his legs to move, and at this time he was holding on to his rope. So Ninja noticed and came and told him, no, if you must pick your block, you must let go, you must hang your rope and proceed to pick, which he did. Eventually Koyin was able to find a way, finished, and when he was about to release his rope, that was when his stacks scattered because they weren't balanced. So please do not take it out on Sultana, okay? And now for Mide, I will also attach a video of Mide where she was using her hand to support her stack. That wasn't part of the rule. Biggie said one hand on the rope, one for stacking. In fact, at some point safe, Mide used both hands to hold her rope. This is the picture here, and I'll also show you guys a video at the end, okay? So if it's about defaulting the rules, Mide and Koyin both defaulted the rules multiple times. So we shouldn't even be angry on the part of, they didn't default the rule. The only angle you should be angry, and in fact, let me say this. If you must be angry at Mide and Koyin for defaulting the rules, okay? Now, they are not perfect, okay? They've defaulted the rules. If you should be angry again, it should be on the production team for not having a second round. And for you saying they want to make off money from Koyin's votes. If there was even supposed to be another round, it would be Mide and Sultana. Because at the point the buzzer went off, Koyin stack his blocks were scattered all over the place because they fell and scattered. So if there was even to be another round, it will be Mide and Sultana. So please, let's be guided, okay? Let's not be too emotional. It's fine. They are our faves, but let's not be too emotional. So, dear subscriber, don't say you can't celebrate Sultana. It's her win. She did well. Do you know when she finished? When Koyin and Mide were still trying to put their third base, Sultana was already done. And everything was well balanced. So it's her win. She deserves it. She worked for it. It's a well-deserved one. And only Biggie knows why he didn't want to proceed to the next one. Maybe because Sultana gave a clean game and they said, you know what, let's go ahead. She did well, okay? And even the players, that's Mide and Koyin, they were both angry, especially when Biggie immediately announced that we have a second finalist. Well, Dede was there for her friend Mide. Dede did a good job trying to console her and, cheer her up. I can understand things like this could hurt. Now, let's talk about Mensan. Okay, that's not even on my channel. I was seeing someone said, how are we sure the housemates are the ones voting for most influential? Now, you see this most influential voting thing. I think the only time we question it is when it doesn't favor our fave. Now, listen. I know quite alright. Yes, it's a good question to ask if housemates are actually the one voting. So when Faith won the first most influential, the housemates were surprised, being that same week, that previous week, Faith was just nominated most, and a nomination happened, and he was the most nominated male housemate. Okay, I know he was talking about how the housemate does not like him. Oh, he can see it. Oh, he's the most nominated, and they were trying to tell him, oh, you nominated other people and other people nominated you as well. It's just a coincidence that you're the most nominated. And that same week this thing happened, Faith got most influential for that week, and the housemates were like, who voted for this guy? Which of you voted for this guy? Right? Now, the second time Faith gets most influential again, and the housemates are surprised, but some of them actually accepted that they voted for him. Some said, okay, they did. I think I overheard Mensan saying he did because of how he contributed to their task. I think he made mention about because of his intellectual contribution that he voted. Now, let's even assume that the housemates are not voting. That is the production team deciding to favor whoever they deemed fit to to favor. Why didn't you question this when K-Bobo won? Why didn't you question it when Ruboy won? Why didn't you question it when other people got this thing? Why is it always why is it that we question this thing when it gets to people we don't like? Because trust me, the person saying, oh, how are we sure, that person is not a Mensan's fan. Because if you're a Mensan's fan, you would definitely be happy for your faith. You would be like me. I was happy when Faith won it. Even the second time, I was super excited for him. Why? Because he's one of my own, right? So why didn't we start questioning it right from when it started? And someone even now got it to my notice that this is week 9 and no girl has won has won most influential housemates. And honestly, do we want to say the ladies, they've not been voting for each other? You want to tell me women supporting women haven't happened so far this season? Even when Doris was issuing props and scripts back to back. Oh, my, that Doris own God forgive me, but Doris really had a very hard luck in Biggie's house. Very hard one. Back to back, she will write stories, scripts, everything, props. Yet, most influential for where? Well, maybe by next week that is not needed now. Someone will come and win most influential. Well, it's week 9 already. We can't start questioning if housemates were the ones actually doing all the voting. Now, another thing, Mensan cried when he was announced most influential. Honestly, that's such an emotional moment. Because even Sultana, remember Sultana was just dancing in the arena, but Sultana came into the house and started crying. Like, it's such an emotional thing that you get to stay to the end. But the fact that Mensan is always crying. So on Sunday, that was yesterday, when they were in the kitchen, Joanna, Mensan, K-Bobo, they were talking about their life story. Mensan made mention of how he struggled from losing his scholarship to his mom having to borrow money to pay for law school, how his dad even passed while he was in law school, his mental health messed up and all of that. He now told them that, in this house, any little thing he start crying, that they will be saying, oh, this guy cries a lot, but that most times it's not even the event that occurred that is making him cry. That is what he has been through, his life experience, journey, his life story, that always gets him emotional. And maybe something will just happen, maybe good news or a moment to just trigger something, and he will start crying, and they'll feel like, oh, this one is always crying. Meanwhile, I don't even see anything bad in him crying. That's his own way of expressing and showing emotion, which is actually fine and okay. Anyways, guys, let's talk about Isabella. So Isabella did not play any of the game, both challenger or both this one, okay? And both head of house, interim head of house challenger, and even the challenger, because she said she has cramps, okay? Now tell me why for a game you did not play, you're mocking Faith, saying that Faith wrote cons in one of the words, which he actually did, to say, see that one, it's all his grammar. That even Koyin had more words than him. And you know what's surprising? He didn't even get to play this game. And now you're already beefing. In fact, her energy is all over the place. Even after this whole thing, while they were preparing for their this week's wager presentation, she already lashed out on Jason J. In fact, when I noticed the switch in energy was right after they came into the main lodge, after the HOH Challenger game, and Jason was hugging Sultana, saying, oh, I'm proud of you and all of that, words of encouragement and all of that. And Isabella is telling Jason, please, I beg, let me tell her something. You can have her later on. And Jason was like, calm down and relax. Like, why are you sounding this way? And honestly, to me, it's giving, my friend has arrived. Like me and my friend, when maybe you and your friend have been struggling all through, and the both of you, one of you just hits one deal like this. You want to booga, you want to shove, you want to, show that you've arrived, that we've made it, stuff like that. Even when she got into the HOH lounge, didn't you see how her voice was all over the place? Even when Sultana told her that they can order food, she was like, I beg, order something sweet and sugary for me. Well, although Sultana was trying to make an excuse for Isabella, telling Jason J to calm down, that she's menstruating, she has been all over the place, it's her mood. I don't think it has to do with the cramps, so because she wasn't like this yesterday. Is Isabella being excited and happy that, come on, we've arrived? I'm now in the HOH lounge. My friend is the ultimate head of house. In fact, didn't you hear when she was saying, that she came into the HOH lounge at the right time, that she got it at the right time? And Sultana even have to correct her, telling her, no, we got it at the right time. Isabella, that case, sure. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the nomination. I can't wait to see how it will go. I'm just tensed. Like, I can't wait for it to just come. Let's see those that made it to the finale. But in all of this, I actually feel sad for Koyin. Like, Koyin is that one person that I've been putting in energy, work in every HOH challenge, and he always gets close to winning, and something will just happen. Anyways, he'll be fine. He's already in the finale, sha. Hey, he's already in the finals now. If I go follow Drag the Money, what are you looking forward to, and who do you think will be joining these guys in the finale before the major votes? Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Do well to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Mensan.
And I'm on my period. I need some doctor. Oh, my mom has been fed up.